Hey guys, good morning. It's Cali, and we're back with another episode of the Kon-Mari method Purge. Today we're back in the kitchen and we're going to be doing food and supplies. Supplies meaning everything else that's not food. So silverware, dishes, glasses, pots, pans, etc. We're going to be going through it all today. I'm going to start with the food and I'm going to show you where I've stored everything. I have not prepared for this video, so I'm keeping it real. So don't judge. I'll be back and I'll show you where we got everything stored. Okay, so here's my refrigerator, obviously. And we'll start in the freezer and I'll show you what's in it. Okay guys, not too bad in here. It's pretty empty actually. Some ice cube trays, some frozen veggies over there, some coffee, empanada wrappers, egg roll wrappers, tortillas, some, what's on the door? Ice cubes, and frozen bananas. So this is a breeze, and we will be taking everything out, washing out the freezer, etc. before I'll see if I want to throw anything out. But I'll show you what's in the fridge. Okay guys, boy, I'm not looking forward to dragging all this stuff out, but it is what it is. We're getting towards the end here, and it really feels great. So I'll be anxious to get finished. But anyway, what do we got? We have some bottled kombucha. We have some herbs. I like to store my herbs in glasses of water when I get them home from the produce stand. Some water with lime and ginger in it. Leftover rice. You know, the usual refrigerator stuff. There's nothing too scary in here. I do have some juices from my grandkids. There's some leftover black beans. Delicious. Yeah, so I keep tortillas and rice wrappers down there. Carrots. And then the door, which is really scary. Just condiments. The butter dish is empty. It's been empty for some time. That's where I keep my coffee. You know, the usual, guys. What do you have in your refrigerator? Some more bottles. Just, you know, lots of Asian sauces, etc. Oh, wow. Old bottle of Hellmann's. Got to get rid of that. So, anyway, I'll be pulling everything out and going through everything, washing the refrigerator down, and putting stuff back. But we're not done. I have a cupboard, a pantry, and a drawer still to show you with food in it. See you in a minute. So here's my pantry, and this does double duty because I also have some of my art supplies stored here, but oh my goodness. Okay, so at the bottom are art supplies. We're not going to deal with that right now. Here are a couple of baskets I use for my potatoes and onions and garlic. This is me trying to make sense out of some cans. There are still some condiments and things left over from before I went vegan, so we'll get rid of those. I try to store things in glass jars as much as I can, but I'll be taking all of this stuff out of here. There's a kombucha mother, wiping down everything, and white sugar for my kombucha. Yeah, so that's not too bad, but I'll be taking everything out, and I have two more places to show you where I keep food, so hang on, and I'll show you in just a second. Okay, so here is the cabinet that's next to my fridge. It's actually above the microwave. Yeah, there's like baking stuff, napkins. You see, I love to store things in plastic bags. Random. I'm not much of a baker. I don't go into this cabinet a lot. I do have some tea bags in here, coffee filters, toothpicks, things like that. So we'll pull all of those out. And then I have one more drawer to show you with food items. So here we are again next to the fridge. And this drawer here is my silverware. And this drawer here is where I keep my spices. It is scary, so be prepared. Yeah, there's got to be a better way. So I'm really looking forward to dragging these out and cleaning everything out. Like I said, as I use things up, I'm replacing them with all organic, vegan options, but I'm not being wasteful and throwing anything away that I already have. So that's a lot of spices. So that's it for the food storage. Next time you see this, it will all be laid out on the floor. See you in a minute. Everything's nice and clean now. So I will show you after I replace things, after I purge. See you in a minute. So here's what I'm keeping, guys. The only thing I threw away were the frozen bananas and the empanada wrappers. They had freezer burn on them, so I bag of corn, bag of peas, mixed vegetables, some flour tortillas, wonton wrappers, the coffee. I'm saving these ice cubes because my grandkids love them. And I also have these two ice cube trays. They're cool. They make like rounded ice cubes and you can pop them out on the bottom. They're kind of mushy. And I'm giving away these two trays, which I'll give to my daughter or something. But anyway, yeah, so that's what we're keeping, and I'll show you what it looks like in the freezer. That's what I'm talking about, folks. Look at this, huh? Got the ice cube trays up there. I was going to stack them on top of each other, but again, she advocates that you just let everything have their own space. And I didn't have like a tray or anything that I could put them in. So that's what we're dealing with for now. And then on the door, I have those wonton wrappers, the coffee, and I put the ice cubes in a little dish. And it definitely brings me joy. So yeah, freezer's done, onto the fridge. So onto the fridge, guys. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to pull everything out. I'm going to put it on the counter and clean her out. See you in a minute. Okay, little update. I got everything cleaned out. And I took all the drawers out. I scrubbed everything just with hot soapy water. And I will put some clean paper towels in the bottom of those two drawers, just as a liner. And I will now be addressing this on the counter here. But I'm really happy, and I'll show you in just a second what we're keeping and what we're getting rid of. So hang on a second. And then I got to do the door. I didn't do the door yet. Oh my God, you guys, are you kidding me? My little Virgo heart is just rejoicing right now. I am so excited at the way this looks. It sparks joy everywhere I look. I'm in love with this. I want to go out to dinner with Maria Kondo and just hang out with her because she truly has changed my life, you guys. So this is where we're at. And in this drawer, I was able to consolidate. I have some dates and peanut butter, some tofu, a little piece of ginger, and my handy dandy lemon juicer thing. I put all my herbs in fresh water and I put them on that tray there. Cut up some pineapple. In the back, you can see that ball jar has some leftover rice and beans, and also hiding in the back is a bowl of white rice leftover. I put my grapes in my berry strainer, and just really presented everything in a way that makes me so happy. There's cabbage there and cucumbers, and then this is my kind of bread drawer. So we have rice wrappers and tortillas, and I have some naan and a loaf of whole grain bread. So that's the refrigerator. I'll show you what I didn't put back in. I have enough kombucha to feed an army. I'm going to start washing my hair with it. Honestly, I drink a shot glass a day, so I have way, way, way too much. I hate to waste it. If you guys know of any other uses to use kombucha for, let me know. So I didn't put that back in. I left the tomatoes out as well because I'm going to be making a salsa later. And not this whole entire garbage bag, but 3/4 of it definitely just came from the refrigerator purge. So we're not done yet because, again, I still have the door to do. But that shouldn't take me long at all. And I'm so excited, you guys. When we get done with the fridge, we'll move on to the pantry. I don't know if I'll still be as excited then, but we'll see. Okay, guys, so we have the door cleaned off now. And I'll show you what we're dealing with. this will be very easy for me to go through. I'll check expiration dates. Anything that's not vegan is going. Yeah, and just so you know, Hershey syrup is vegan. You can have it with your almond milk, and it's great. And one other thing I found out, not that I eat a lot of processed vegan food, I don't. I try to keep it, 100% plant-based as much as I can, non-processed. But, just so you know, bacon bits are not bacon. They are vegan. You can eat as many bacon bits on your salad as you want and not have to worry about hurting any little piggies. So, I'll see you guys back here in a minute, and I'm going to clean out the drawer and put everything back, and we're almost done with the fridge. Okay, door is all clean, squeaky clean, and I'll show you what I'm keeping. It was really easy to go through things and toss things. I tossed a couple brand new bottles of oyster sauce and things like that, things that weren't vegan. But everything that I kept is, and I'm super excited. I had a ginormous bottle of soy sauce, and I was able to transfer that into these 2 smaller bottles. I kept some of the salad dressing. I put my ground coffee in here. I like to grind my coffee. You guys saw in one of my last purges, I keep my coffee grinder out by the coffee pot. And I like to grind it fresh daily, but I do have, keep excess. And I used to keep it in this canister. This was given to me as a gift by my son's ex-girlfriend, and it was very sweet of her, but I am not a Starbucks fan at all. I don't support the corporation, and it's been useful, so I've used it, but it didn't spark joy. So I'm going to release it to bring someone else joy, and I transferred my coffee to this little ball jar, and that brings me immense joy. So I'm really happy about that. And I threw away a lot of, I had horseradish that was expired and preserves that were expired. A lot of small bottles I let go, and I couldn't resist. I did keep these 2. When you guys see how many bottles I have, you'll know why. I probably shouldn't have even kept those. So I'm going to put everything back, and we'll be done with the refrigerator, you guys. Super stoked. Look I have a kitchen sink full of dishes though. But other than that, and a full bag of garbage, we did really great here. So, see you in a minute. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm going to donate my butter dish as well. And there's that Hershey's, my coffee. These are all my more Asian spices and some hot sauce. I use a lot of these, a lot. And then I took a fresh bottle of ketchup from the pantry. There's some homemade salad dressing that I make. And I'm not crazy about this kind of salad dressing, but my kids will eat it, grandkids will eat it, and then we won't buy any more. Tahini, some pickles, and some mustard. So, okay, guys, we're going to move on to the pantry next. And I am so stoked about this fridge. Hope this has inspired you. Let me know. See you in a minute. Okay, guys, I got the dishes done, and I put a pot of coffee on, and I really thought that I'd be able to do food and supplies today, but this has already taken me like 4.5 hours, and we're not even close to done yet. So I'm just going to do food in this video, and we'll do supplies either today, either tomorrow or the next day. So rather than go to the big pantry right now, I'm just going to stay next to the refrigerator, and let's tackle this thing. So here is basically, it's like my baking cabinet, and there's some napkins that I forgot about when we did our papers, but this shouldn't take me too long. So we're going to do this, and we're also going to come on down here under the microwave, under the silverware drawer, and back to the Scary Spice drawer. Scary Spice. That was a Spice Girl, wasn't it? And we're going to do the same thing. So I'm going to pull both of these out, put them on our counter, and get to purging. See you in a minute. Okay, guys, everything is out. And, I was tempted to do each cabinet separately, and I realized that that's not the way she tells you to do it. You're supposed to tidy by category and not location. So I pulled everything out of the pantry as well. And I'm glad I did. It's overwhelming a little bit right now, but Everything is empty. Spice drawer empty. All empty up there. And I'll show you the pantry. Hang on a moment. Sorry for the ride. This is empty as well, with the exception, again, I told you I have some art supplies down there. Look how dirty that shelf is from having the potatoes there. So I will be cleaning everything and I will be purging everything. One thing I see already is that I have more sugar than any person possibly should have. I have a gazillion one tea bags, and you know, I just gotta laugh. Anyway, so I'm gonna get to it, you guys. I'm probably gonna start, I don't know. Maybe I'll do the pantry first because I need the floor space there. So I will get to cleaning, and then we'll get to purging, and then we'll get to putting. See you in a minute. Okay, guys, I got the pantry complete, and I'm really excited. It looks great. So I'll show you. Wait, here's the bottom shelf. I need to get some onions. I could see at a glance what I need. Here are my, you know, pastas and rice, and then beans, all dried beans, as well as like peanuts and raisins, kind of snacky stuff. And then here I have some cans and breadcrumbs and coconut sugar and my kombucha mother, which I gave some fresh tea. And then this top shelf up here, if anybody needs to borrow a cup of sugar, I'm your girl. Unfortunately, or I don't know, it is what it is, kombucha only uses white cane sugar. They recommend that above anything else. So, but I have all kinds of sugar up there and more baking supplies, you know, flour, cornstarch, things like that. And I'm going to move on to the cabinet above the microwave right now. And we may be able to put the spices all in one cabinet. We'll see what I can do, but I'm going to move on, and this looks great. I'm so psyched, you guys. See you in a minute. Okay, guys, this cabinet's done now. Oh, man, this feels so good. I put the napkins that were in there out on the microwave now next to the toaster, and the ceramic bowl that was there is now up top, and that has all my tea bags in it, and I went through each and every tea bag. I had so many. And, you know, just like herbs, you know, obviously they are herbs, things like that dry out. You need to get rid of things. So trust me, there's still probably over 100 tea bags in that container, but I got purged a lot. And, you know, that second shelf is just salt and pepper, baking soda, and some food coloring. And then this is just oil and vinegar. I am so excited, you guys. It looks so cool. I feel so good about it. Can you tell I'm happy? Now, we're getting down to it. Here are the spices we have left. I am going to clean out this magical spice drawer. I was hoping that I'd be able to fit them in there, but I'm not going to just crowd things, and I'd never be able to access them up there and see what I have. So it's back to this drawer, but that's fine. And I'm going to go through all these and answer the phone and get back to you. Okay, guys, I can say that we are finally done, and it's 5:30 in the evening right now, and I started at 10:30 this morning, but it feels great. And I'm going to show you our spice drawer. That was the last thing that we did, and here we go. Now, the one thing that I need to do is to make some labels so I can see exactly what these are without having to lift them up and check everything. But I'm really, really very, very pleased with the way this came out. These are my baking spices. These are more of mixtures. And then these are just individual. And like I said, as I use these up, I'll be replacing them with all organic. I hope this has inspired you, you guys. I'll show you what we wound up getting rid of. I have the constant pile that's going to the United Way here. I just added this metal rack to it today, as well as here's those ice cube trays and a couple of organizer boxes, which I may still use with craft storage, who knows. My daughter did come and take a bunch of stuff, so this is what we have left to go. And then here's the bag of garbage that was generated by cleaning out the pantry and the cupboards and stuff. So not too bad. That other huge bag of garbage too. So a bag and a half. And if this has inspired you, please give me a thumbs up. I'll be finishing the rest of the kitchen. So pots, pans, dishes, glasses, utensils, everything else. Probably tomorrow or the next day. So stay tuned for that. And if you have not yet subscribed, I would love it if you did. And let me know what you think of the Kon-Mari method. I am in love with it. It's definitely life-changing. So I'll talk to you guys really soon. Love you. Bye-bye.